Hello everyone, good evening. In this session, we are going to discuss about photoelectric effect, structure of atom, class 11, physical chemistry. So, what is the definition of photoelectric effect first? Okay, before we are going into the detailed topic about the photoelectric effect, you should know about the definition of photoelectric effect. So, this is defined as the phenomenon of ejection of electrons when certain metals were exposed to the beam of light. That phenomenon is called as photoelectric effect. So simply, when the metal is exposed to the beam of light from the metal, there is the ejection of electrons takes place. So this kind of a phenomenon is called as a photoelectric effect. Okay, this is the diagrammatic representation of a photoelectric effect. Okay, this is the metal. The best examples of the metals which exhibit photoelectric effect are potassium, rubidium as well as cesium. Okay, these are the metals which are able to exhibit the photoelectric effect. Okay, this is the metal. So when we observe this metal is having the number of the electrons. Okay, these are all the electrons which are having the negative charge. So on the surface of the metal, initially when we strike the beam of light on the surface of the metal, then what is the reaction takes place? What will happen first? So when the beam of light is passing on the surface of the metal, the energy which is present in the beam of light in the form of quanta absorbed by the electrons, then the electrons which are completely get the energy and get excited, and finally the electrons are completely ejected. These electrons are completely ejected. So this is the explanation of photoelectric effect. When we observe the name photoelectric effect, photo means a photon. That means the energy which is present in the light. That is called as a photon. So in this way, the electrons are completely emitted. So this is the experiment. So this kind of experiment done by the scientist which was named as Hedge. So during the experiment, he got the number of the results. So when we observe the results of photoelectric effect, the first result is nothing but the electrons are ejected from the surface of the metal as soon as the beam of light strikes the surface. So that means there is no time lag between the striking of light beam and the ejection of electrons from the metal surface. This is the first result. So what is the meaning of the first result? Okay, this is the metal surface we have. So when we strike the beam of light on the surface of the metal, within a fraction of the second, so we will observe the ejection of electrons. So there is no time lag between the absorption of the energy and the ejection of the electrons. So as soon as the beam of light is striking on the surface of the metal, then we can observe the ejection of electron. That kind of the result Hedge was obtained. And the second result is nothing but the number of electrons ejected. How many number of electrons ejected is directly proportional to the intensity of brightness of the light. So in this experiment, when we use the more intensity light or the more brightness light, then automatically we will get the we will get the more number of electrons. This is the second result. Each metal, the metal may be potassium or the metal may be rubidium or the metal is cesium. Each metal is having certain minimum frequency which is called as threshold frequency. Below the threshold frequency, the metal unable to exhibit the photoelectric effect. So each metal compulsory having the threshold frequency. So basing on the three results, we got the clear idea that there is no time lag between the brightness, brightness of the metal and also the ejection of the electrons, and finally the number of electrons ejected directly proportional to the intensity of brightness of light. And for each metal there is the threshold frequency which is called as u naught. Okay, these are the experimental results which were obtained by the Hedge experiment. So basing on these observations, we can conclude that the number of electrons which are completely ejected from the surface of the metal usually depending upon the brightness of the metal. So, sorry, brightness of the light, but not depending upon the kinetic energy of the electrons. For example, when we pass a light on the surface of the potassium, we can observe the red color for a number of hours. But there is no photoelectrons are ejected normally. But when we fall a yellow light on the surface of a potassium metal, then we can observe the photoelectric effect. So, basing on these observations, we can conclude that the photoelectric effect is purely depending upon the brightness of light which is used as well as the intensity of the light we are having. Okay, this is the experiment which was proposed by the Hodge and another scientist put forward. The scientist name was Einstein, a famous scientist. Einstein was able to explain the photoelectric effect by using the Planck's quantum theory. So this is the Planck's quantum theory. Uh, h nu equal to h nu naught plus of mu square. Einstein put forward to able to explain the photoelectric effect by using the Planck's quantum theory of electromagnetic radiation. He thought that when a photon of sufficient energy striking the surface of the metal, it transfers the energy and finally the energy absorbed by the electron and the electron is completely ejected without any kind of the delay, and also the greater will be the transfer of energy to the electron and the greater the kinetic energy of the ejected electron, etc. Okay, in other words, the kinetic energy of the ejected electrons directly proportional to the frequency of the electromagnetic radiation. Since the striking photon has the energy equal to the h nu, and the minimum energy which is required to eject the electron is h nu naught. Okay, these are all the results which have got by the Einstein. Basing on these all results which were obtained, then he proposed the formula. That formula is nothing but h nu equal to h nu naught plus of mu square. In this formula, h nu naught is the minimum energy which is required to eject the electron, and me is the mass of the electron, and v is called as the velocity. Okay, this is called as the photoelectric effect. Okay, basing on the Einstein, the photoelectric effect is also depending upon the kinetic energy of the electron. Hertz proposed that only brightness is responsible for the photoelectric effect, but Einstein proposed that kinetic energy is also important factor for the photoelectric effect. Okay, this is our actual lecture. Okay, this is the photoelectric effect. We have the definition: ejection of the electrons. The best examples of the metals are potassium, rubidium, and cesium. Three results Hertz proposed, and finally these three results were completely not explained by the classical physics, and Einstein was put forward to explain the photoelectric effect by using the Planck's quantum theory, and he was proposed the formula that is nothing but h nu equal to h nu naught plus of mu square. By using this formula, Einstein successfully explained the photoelectric effect. In the next session, we will discuss about the dual behavior of matter as well as Bohr's model for the hydrogen atom. Thank you very much.